Alright, doing a mic check for now. Let's see. It's been a while since I last did a Shadow the Hedgehog stream. Namely in that I had a bunch of other things I was doing. For instance, I ended up doing a Let's Race of Shadow the Hedgehog that involved all 3 missions of Westopolis Zone being done. So that's part of it. Luckily, I can say that I've completed Westopolis in its entirety. But, I had meant to do the Dark Mission a lot later in terms of when I was supposed to have started Westopolis. So my plans got kind of derailed by an exhibition race in Shadow the Hedgehog. Not entirely derailed, but it could have thrown me asunder. Beyond that, though, I'm just gonna start another... Hang on, what's the last library sequence? So, I am the strongest. Okay, so I need to do Lost Impact Zone Normal for Cosmic Fall Zone Hero. Okay. And then the rest of it is similar to what I was already planning to do. Alright. So, Westopolis Zone Normal, then Glyphic Canyon Zone Hero, Death Ruins Hero, then, yeah, okay, we got this. I don't like taking hiatuses on things because it causes me to possibly lose interest in stuff. This is exactly what happened when I stopped playing Legend of Legaia, by the way. Is that I tried to resume it, and then I ended up just distracted by other things over time. So I'm trying to avoid that with this 326 library sequences playthrough. Well, me collecting 326 library sequences is the whole point. I'm on 97, I want to say? I'll double check later in post, but... yeah. For now, I'm using Shadow the Hedgehog as a break from a Magic the Gathering video essay and writing about some colleges in Strixhaven that all kinda suck, except for Witherbloom. But even Witherbloom could be done better. Yeah, no. Probably just normal, internet here. It could also just be that I'm running a bunch of stuff alongside this. It's mostly just internet is not good here. I mean, it's not the worst. It also could just be emulator lag. That's possible, but... it's not entirely the game. It could just be background programs conflicting with my PCSX2. Yeah. At the very least, I am giving this a good old test. If my computer starts getting warm, I'll feel it on the fan, which isn't warm yet, but over time, I'm gonna try to make sure that I, yeah. Jeez. Hang on. Yeah. Let's do this pop-out thing. And let's see how that affects everything. A GPU issue? Yeah. There we go. This is way better. Yeah, no, it's a streaming issue. Just turning off the browser, well, except for the Twitch chat, actually managed to save. Wow, this is... I should have done this earlier. Holy fuckle. This is so much better. Why didn't I think to... Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, this is hilarious. It's more of a... I wondered if the speed at which the emulator was playing had something to do with... Yeah, it was background tasks the whole... Stream. It was a streaming issue. I can't stream and have the Twitch stream thingy all at the same time, so I gotta just pick my battles. And pick my battles I just did. This is hilarious. Yeah, this was happening when I was playing on McNaffin and also doing the Discord calls with peeps for whenever I was doing Spyro 3 101 egg. So this being improved upon just from turning off my Opera browser, except for the Twitch chat, which is a pop-out thing. Oh, this is nice.
誰の命令にも従うつもりはない。エメラルドは僕のやり方で集めてみせ。己の立場を理解していないようだな、シャドウ。あのプロフェッサー・ジェラルドに過去の記憶を消されでもしたか。プロフェッサー？まさか生みの親のなすらを覚えていないとはな。何？いずれにせよ。 我が命令に背いた罪、その身にしかと刻み込むがいい。
I need to remember to do this for when I do my long play of Spyro: A Hero's Tale. Because that is one of the things I want to do next. The other stuff being Freedom Planet and Muppet Monster Adventure. Namely because I've been meaning to play Freedom Planet as Carol and have that be part of my Twitch brand in some fashion. That was actually supposed to be from the get-go, but I'm just not terribly good at Freedom Planet, and game isn't polished enough for me to have been too concerned about it, though. Oh, phooey. At least the game running better on frame rate is entirely owed to me doing this. Although, me being stuck with emulator is still kind of a sad. It's sad. So sad. So sad. Yeah. Didn't I kill him? Yeah, I killed him. So you haven't played Spyro in some time either? For me, it's only been a couple days, but that's only because I got super tilted at 40 Orb and decided enough was enough after failing Party Crashers and Magma Cone. And then, yeah, Fracture Hills ended up being the killing blow of my run. I was afraid I might have soft-locked the game. I know that happened once before. Yeah, 40 Orb is... It's a category that exists. It's not as dead as other categories, but I'm still not terribly happy with. Game? Okay, Knuckles is nice. Hey, yo, Knuckles. I mean, depending on which 40 orbs I decide to do, it's actually not bad. I just have to be careful with Party Crashers next time I decide to do it. There's actually multiple routes in 40 orbs, and the fact there are multiple routes in 40 orb is actually, you know, good. Because there are definitely strategies where you want to do Turtle Soup 2 or Hockey 2, for example, and I'd be down for those. Or at least the time differential between what orbs that I do and don't do isn't that substantial. On the orbs themselves, it's just a matter of me getting good at whatever I decide to do. I mean, I still refuse to do Crystal Glacier Draclets. That orb sucks. I am not doing it. No, don't touch the statue. Don't tell me what to do. Nope. Yes. What the? There we go. Yeah, no, I killed the last two of the Black Arm soldiers. Right then and there. So I still get... Yeah, so I just ended this super stylistically. Nice. I didn't even intend to do that, really. I was just trying to get to the end of the level and then kill whatever's there. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay. Feeling a little happier. I've been kind of mood swingy the past couple days for reasons. So this is helping, definitely. My enthusiasm and joy is present. At least. I just wish I did this more often of late. And got enjoyment out of it. Or at least more enjoyment than I would get normally, I guess. I apologize if it sounds like I'm super depressing. I burnt my thumb on the toaster oven an hour or so ago, and it still hurts like a mofo. A Discord break, huh? I thought about going on one of those. The problem is that Discord is my only means of talking to a good amount of people. So going on a Discord break would do more harm than good for me. But it's good that you're gaining something from a Discord break. I kinda suspected that people foresaw that. Yeah. I was supposed to be competing with library sequences, competing for library sequence totals with Nini Trance, since we are on the same amount, but she streams way more often than I do. So she was gonna overtake me and keep overtaking me at different points anyway. I mean, not that I couldn't still put an effort, I guess, but... The guest who did a library sequence with me? No. I didn't have any guests who did library sequences with me, except for Mayo Doctor once. Rosencrantz is a very close friend of mine from a different realm and different time, who I still regularly interact with in League and in other things. But I had her in a couple calls simply because... friend. In earnest, that was the main thing. It's just that she was a friend who I needed to talk with, so I wouldn't be stuck in my own thoughts, because otherwise my mood would waver pretty heavily. No, but Nini Trance and I have at least been taking... I think it's mostly me that's been taking the notes. But Yeah, no, Rosencrantz is just a really good friend. Wait, what the? Yeah, no, I have been meaning to feature more of her stuff. She does some really good instrumental music. I just have been, for the past few hours, trying to incorporate a video essay specifically so I can include one of her instrumentals in it, and I guess publicize her music as a thing that exists. Because I'm the sort of person who would do that as a shout-out to somebody. Yeah, fear of missing out on stuff has been what led me to try to do more ISGP Exhibition Championships, in spite of them otherwise being decisions which are higher risk than reward. At least the risk being that I'm investing a lot more time than I should into them. Relative to my skill level being more tied to a couple of games tops, rather than a general skill in a number of games that are wider for others. Although I did recently install Medieval so I could feature it on my channel, because it's the sister game to Legend of Legaia, as far as what the games manual says, and some stuff. So, I'm doing this a little suboptimally. You want to, I need to get back up the pole. You want to go ahead and go to the other shooting gallery, but I'm kind of, doing the sequence as if I didn't already get all the keys. It's kind of either way, kinda. Okay, so the reason I don't have many lives is because every library sequence that I do is me having the amount of lives that you're supposed to start with at the beginning, because every library sequence resets everything. The amount of lives and everything. The only thing that changes is that I get to permanently keep whatever keys I get from levels. And if I have A ranks, I get to keep the fact that I got an A rank in the levels. That's why I go back to select mode and double check everything, is because it keeps track of my score and records. £100 reward for the winner, and is meant to be a beginner runner tourney. I thought about it. Not gonna lie, I did think about joining the medieval tourney. My biggest concern is time management. Because of work. Mostly work. Because I'm trying to reap a profit from working at Walt Disney World. And I'm willing to say, oh, I work at food service in this location, blah, 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 in casual conversation with people, just because I'm pretty laissez-faire about the job in terms of mental state. This helps me with a lot of different things about it that would otherwise peeve me. That, and I use the profit that I get to help others. For example, I sign petitions that contribute to climate change, and also try to support local businesses, stuff of that caliber, with whatever extra money that I get from beyond my part-time job. Oh, was Luke concerned about time management from me? He has he definitely is valid to think of that concern. I know I do on the reg. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as much as I want to join a bunch of tournaments, I'm a pretty bad fit for most of them. Not because of the time management thing, but because of how much energy I'm willing to invest into stuff, and I'm a kind of go hard or go home type of person. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, no, I'm doing this right. Yeah, work-related shenanigans do eat up a lot of time. Ah, man. That gun that the other dude had would have helped me kill these other Black Arms soldiers a lot more efficiently. Because of higher damage output. Oh, Luke himself? Okay, yeah. Work shenanigans would probably... It's also why, during Spyro Speedruns Cup, I had to, do a lot of tournament stuff. I was trying to get all of mine done in one day. I wanted to make sure that I was making the most out of whatever days I had free. And probably why I bum rushed the me versus Toonie, race in Group Fujita. I could have won that had I put more time into it, into routing and stuff. Where are they? Yeah. But, yeah. Stuff of this usually concerns me. I also have had a problem with time management in the past, where I haven't been late to... I turned my assignments in, but I could have probably not bum-rushed some of them. And I guess other stuff of that caliber. I make sure the job gets done, but I could make sure the job gets done with, I guess, effort. At least when it comes to specific anxieties I have with life in general, speedrunning a game helps me surpass them. I mean, I still went 4-1 in the group, but as Wally and Charity both said, it was because I was the only one who really put a lot of oomph and effort into my things. Laura could have probably beaten me if she practiced in Spyro 2. I am genuinely just not good at Spyro 2. It's also just... Wait. Something's wrong here. Oh god. Something's wrong. No, I'm missing one. Where are ya? Oh god. It was Wally who won Spyro Speedruns Cup, but I'm not terribly surprised by that outcome. I'll have to do this again. Restarting a level does eat up a life, so... It was Wally. Muddy and Dessert were pretty close. But I think they focused more on each other than on making sure Wally didn't win, which I think was a mistake on their part. Okay. I would have liked a Muddy win, at least because of Muddy's goals being a lot more inventive and thorough than a lot of other people's, which shows that Muddy has a lot more skill in the games that he plays. I don't know, I just like Muddy goals in general. I've tried to make a few goals that were Muddy adjacent, but I don't think I did all that well with them. Or at least with designing the goals. Okay, there we go. It must have been one of those little guys. I should be at the correct numbers now. Yeah, Dessert as well would have been a good win. Mayo would have been a good win too. One of the reasons I like the Exhibition Championship is that it's impossible to have it be monopolized to one individual person. I feel like a lot of the time, whoever's gonna win a speedrun can usually be dictated as either Toto Zigam or Yes Wally 1, unless they specifically fold to somebody like Laura or to Morgan. There's a couple people who would be obvious shoo-ins for a victory from Spyro OG tournaments, I feel. Oh, shoot. Oh, oh, ow, that's loud. Oh, fuckle. Yeah, Mayo won a tournament unofficially? Was that the one where they had the runner-up guy not really legitimately be there because of some draw thing or something? Or am I thinking of... Or is it not IAS related? I mean, it would be funny if it was IAS related or not, but...
その強靭な体に宿る力存分に発揮するがよい。
Did I just... Ah, okay. So it was IAS related. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Wait, did Rouge get that for me? Sweet. Nice work, Rouge, yeah. It's a shame that I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Death Ruins forever after the next few library sequences. No, because there are some partner characters that have really good AI. Or maybe it was just how I handled that particular interaction with Black Bull. The, I guess, boss encounter? Yeah, boss encounter. I was wondering why the levels in Spyro 2 and 3 did not feel like levels when I was doing the grand final bingo board and trying to black it all out. There was a particular tile that was weirdly worded as 100% 5 boss levels. But it didn't specify from which game. So I just said, screw it. All the boss levels in Spyro 1 are the only boss levels that are actual boss levels. Because the other ones, the encounters in Spyro 2 and 3 are just encounters. They're not levels. Or at least, not levels in the same way that normal Spyro 2 and 3 levels are. I guess. Yeah, a lot of the hero partner characters are really awesome. It's just that their AI is pretty finicky. I am not going to... Okay, yeah, I have to do the normal mission this time round. Because I did the hero missions for the last 2 library sequences. So by way of how this backwards order is supposed to go, I'm supposed to do the normal mission now. For Lost Impact Zone. So this will be really short and sweet. I should have done this for the exhibition race too. I probably could have won had I not been running on emulator slowdown. Granted, I think Mayo Doctor would have still won because he just would route better, but... It's an idea. Basically, mistakes were made in all of the, in all of the races, but... Yeah. It's a matter of minimizing further mistakes that'll help me actually stand a chance in future ISGP titles. I think. At least it's on me to make less mistakes, since... And I quote from somebody, I have no talent in speedrunning. And I'm memeing that sentence up, probably running it to the ground. I just find it funny that that was said in any capacity. It was just so savage. But it wasn't untrue. And I had a period of self-reflection that helped me realize, why am I booing him? Why am I booing him? He's right. Is... Morgan. It was an ISGP cast. I don't think Wally said it. Or at least, he and Charity implied the same thing, but they didn't directly state as such. Okay. Since I play Shadow to Untilt from life in general, I'm gonna do the funny thing. Hang on. It's not the optimal way, but it's fun. This is not optimal, but I'm having fun. Let's go! Yeah! Oh, wait, hang on. No, I need to go back. Go back! Go back! Okay, there we go. Okay, so I use the analog stick to steer, the X button to drive. Okay. I want to take the car with me all the way through. I know it's not entirely possible. Because eventually the car's gonna despawn. From my not using it, but... yeah, there it goes. It despawned. Well... yeah. Yeah. Initially, I was just taken aback and confused, but then I realized, why am I booing him? He's right. So I just went, okay, now I just milk this statement for what it's worth. And then, I don't know, fuck around, I guess? Fool around? I don't know, there's plenty of statements. I got told one time I was too smart for my own good by one of my enemies in the League of Legends RP community. And by a lot of my peers in middle and high school, in earnest. So that's another thing, it's just like, oh, I'm too smart for my own good, apparently. Or something, and I would have tried to meme something like that up. Okay, good to know that even without the Twitch, I guess, browser, I can still lag in places on emulator. The meteors in Lost Impact Zone being among them. I mean, I do try to balance fun and optimization with my routing. I might go a little bit too stylish. Yeah, most of my Garian modes are meant to try to balance fun and skill expression. I just have a way of doing it, I guess. It's better reflected in the time that I got coached by Verkayu for Jungle Elise. I think I showed you that video where I made a hilarious comeback as Elise, which was possible in part because everybody was bronze, myself included. But I showed that I was good enough at the champ to make a comeback like that, especially on an early game focused champion. So I still wrote down everything Caillou said and tried to rephrase it in my own words, so that way I'd have a better understanding of what Caillou said. I'm all over galaxies, but I should be learning planets first, is something Verk said, trying to mirror my metaphors and humor and Muppet Monster Adventuredom. At least, yeah, I just have a self-expression need. I don't need to do Terrace Village in Spyro any percent, but I like Terrace Village, so I'll do it. And then free Nestor for an extra dragon, because I will pay the difference in Terrace and a couple other places for gems. Then I can route out either Dry Canyon or Cliff Town, depending on my needs. Did I wasn't able to homing attack anything. That happens. Yeah. With Spyro 3 in particular, I need to play more to my strengths. And I need to get good at tanks too again. So I don't panic if I have a bad tanks 2. The fact I panic, if I don't do well in tanks 2 or Bailey Gang, I tend to panic because I usually handle those with some amount of grace. So if I mess those up, it's usually lights out for the run because I'll otherwise tilt. And I need to get better at being tilt-proof. Luckily, a game like Honeycam Studio would actually be good for tilt-proofing. In part because I just need to commit to the whole thing. That's why it's a score attack. Or would be a score attack. Yeah, explosions and other things. If this were a proper computer with a CPU and everything, I feel like this would run perfectly. And the explosions wouldn't be as deleterious. It's not as bad as when I had the Twitch browser up. I missed my chance to light dash. That's fine, though. If I don't try so hard, I'll get through this with less tilt. Whoa! Too fast, Shadow! Okay, can't move the camera, but I can move Shadow. There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
このロケットに捕まればあっちまで運んでもらえるぜ。
I'm sure this is still not a sub-hour, I mean, maybe it is. Hang on, let me double check. Okay, this could potentially be sub-hour. Sub 55, no. I think if I didn't let the transition from Westopolis Zone to Glyphic Canyon Zone play, I could probably have gotten sub 55. That would actually be impressive. The levels I was doing kind of just... Oh, and if I didn't mess around in Lost Impact Zone, maybe. Oh, there it is. A weapon. Yeah. Okay. Shoot. I had a window of opportunity to kill him. And now I gotta wait for this sequence. There we go. That's better. Woo! The game only being downloadable in Japanese PSN is because the Sonic series gets better mileage in Japan. That's generally it, I think. It would be a lot cooler if it was. That and a lot of really bad Sonic YouTubers from the United States would then rip this game apart. Sega of Japan knows what it wants out of the Sonic series. Meanwhile, Sega of America keeps messing things up for Sega of Japan, and it's just communication differences. That's my thought process, at least.
全てのカオスエメラルドが僕の手に。貴様、これで終わったと思うなよ。我々ブラックアームズは決して滅びはせん。僕の名はシャドウ・ザ・ヘッジホーク。過ちによって生まれてしまった危険分子。この奇跡の石と同様、この世にあってはならない存在。それが僕の答え。
I mean, that's why Sega of America has more authority on Sonic stuff compared to Sega of Japan, is because it's more popular in the Western world. Or at least that's from what I understood. I could be misinterpreting a bunch of things. I'm prone to that. Okay. I don't want to... I did this game as a break from video essaying for Magic the Gathering, so I'm gonna just read the library sequence out, the ultimate choice, and then I'm gonna go back to Shadow the Hedgehog. Well, then I'm gonna go back to Strixhavening and see what else I can do to take time. But this was a good thing. It's good to come back to this.